Have any questions? Okay, one more time, Pooja, if you can hear me, just let me know if you can hear me. And today we are going to do the little bit of advance of AdWord. So if you have any questions from the previous session on how to set up your search campaign or how to set up your Google AdWords search campaign with display select, and how you can set up a Google AdWords search only campaign. If you have any questions, just ask your queries related to that. If you have any questions, just ask your queries related to that. No questions. So we are ready to expand that. We are ready to start our advanced AdWord training. All of you are ready to start our advanced AdWord training. Okay, nice. Thank you. So thank you, Shivam. Let's I'm just want to a little bit revisions that yesterday we have talked about search campaign. In that search campaign we have also talk about ad extension. So I just wondered if you can answer anyone, what is ad extension? What is ad extension? Any idea what is ad extension? Okay, Shivam is asking me, can you explain ad extension? Yeah, Shivam, definitely going to explain. Yesterday I have explained ad extensions well. I just wondering if any of you can answer what is ad extension. No worries. I'm going to answer that questions. Today we are supposed to cover what is ad extensions, working with site link extensions, working with call extensions, working with location extensions, how you can do AdWord Express, how you can use Google Display Planner, how you can create image campaign in AdWord, and how you can set up the conversion tracking code while doing the AdWord, and how you can generate the remarketing code, how you can set up the remarketing advertisement. So these things we are supposed to do today. So before getting started, if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are going to start these topics today. Okay. So let's start with today's sessions. First, we will go through this PPTs, and simultaneously we will do the practices. So ad extension is all about. Have you seen this kind of advertisement on YouTube? So this is a basic ad. You can see this ad. This is the basic ad. This is your title. That is this is your main title. This is URL, and this is descriptions. So apart from the basic advertisement of title, URL, and descriptions, you can see the extension of this number. Can you see that? This is number. So this is called phone extensions. Along with the basic advertisement, you are adding more informations. This is the basic advertisement. Title, URL, description is the basic advertisement. Along with this basic advertisement, you are adding extra informations, like you are adding call, you are adding internal pages of your website, you are adding location of your websites. So these are called ad extension. So you are extending your ad with the basic information. So basic is title, URL, and description, or headline, headline 1, headline 2, display URL and descriptions. Along with this basic ads, you are also showing your phone number, you are also showing internal pages of your websites, you are also showing location, address of your website. So these extra informations is called ad extensions. These kind of extra informations is called ad extensions. So Any idea what is the advantage of this ad extensions? What kind of advantage you can receive while you are doing ad extensions? Any idea that how this extra information is going to help you? How this extra information is going to help you? If you have title, URL, description, apart from this you are adding so much of mobile number or address or internal pages. So how this is going to help you in AdWord? Any idea how this will help you? No? Okay. So okay, so when you are seeing a ad of three basic things, and when you are seeing a elaborated ad, where you are most likely to click more? When you are seeing basic ad of 3 lines, and when you are seeing ad of 5 lines, where you are supposed to, which ad is supposed to get more clicks? There is an ad of 3 lines and there is an ad of 5 lines. Which ad is going to get more clicks? Yes, definitely, Shivam, very right. It's a 5-line ad is going to get more clicks. So when you are adding more informations on the phone and site links and this location informations, your ad may be supposed to get more clicks. So this is the advantage of ad extensions. So you can see more ad extensions here. Here these are it's again ad. This is the basic information, title, URL, and descriptions. And here these 4 are site link extensions. These are site link extensions. But the basic difference between this site link, here you can, these 4 are view our hottest deal and store locators and 25% off on selected HDTV or iPad with rental display. These 4 are also site link. These four are also site link. And here the AdWord basic, have questions for us, or real success stories, or set your own budget. These are also ad extensions. These both are the ad extension. This is also ad extensions and this is also ad extension. This is also site link extension. This is also site link extensions. But here along with the site link, you are also describing the text. So do you remember yesterday we have also set up the ad extensions? Do you remember that? We have also set up the ad extension yesterday. So I'm going to show you how to set up this ad extensions again in the different kind of campaign, right? So what can you share some advantage of what one advantage is you are going to get more clicks. What are the other advantages of having this ad extensions? You have a lot of ad extensions. So what are the advantages of getting what are the advantages of using site link extensions? So few advantages are, your ad will stand out, means when 5 ads are appearing, you are providing more information, your ad will be bigger one, your ad is supposed to get more clicks, so your ad will stand out from the competitions. You can we can advertise about the multiple product and services in the company. Let's suppose you are providing basic informations. Shivam is very right, it increases the clicks on the advertisement. One, it's going to increase the clicks on advertisement. Your ad copies will stand out. In one ad copy you are able to advertise more products. Let's suppose it's a digital marketing ad. So in that digital marketing ad, you can also advertise SEO services or PPC services or social media services or Facebook marketing services. So in one ad you are able to advertise multiple products. And when your ad is more impressive, more informative, elaborated one, you are supposed to get more clicks. And when you are getting more clicks, your CTR, what is CTR? Your CTR will improve. Anyone, what is CTR? What is CTR? It's click through rate. Sarah very right. It's click to rate. It's not click to rate. It's click through rate. THROUGHT. So click through rate. So exactly, it's click through rate. How you define click through rate? Anyone can define click through rate? Vivek has raised his hand. Yes, Vivek, ask what questions you have. Shivam is sharing click-through rate. Yes, Shivam, very right. CTR is click-through rate. And Vivek, if you have any questions, you can ask me. You have raised your hand. So when you have higher CTR, it's click-through rate. Okay, yes, okay. Nice, Vivek. Thank you very much. Sarah is answering click-through rate is equal to number of clicks per number of impressions multiplied by 100. Exactly, Sarah. Very right. It's number of clicks divided by number of impressions multiplied by 100. The more click you have, the more better CTR you will have. And if the CTR is high, your ad rank will be high. If the CTR is high, your quality score will be high. And once your quality score will be high, you are paying less amount for the better positions. If quality score is high, means you are getting more clicks. It convey to the Google that your advertisement is more relevant to the users. Your user is more likely to click on your ad, means user is finding your ad interesting. Your user is finding, Google user is finding your advertisement compelling, inquisitive, and good enough. That's why your Google user is clicking on your advertisement. If the Google user clicking on your advertisement more, means your ad is most relevant one. So Google want to receive the more clicks to make more money. Google will show your ad more often. So Google will reward you if you will create more relevant, inquisitive, compelling, and good advertisement. Google will reward you for the higher positions. Your advertisement will show at the higher positions, and you are going to pay less amount for that position. So you are paying less CPC, less cost per click, and your advertisement will be at the higher position. So this is how site link and this ad extensions work. So how you can set up, how you can add these link extensions. So rather than showing here, let's set up one advertisement, and there we will see how you can set up all these things. So okay, here you can set, you can go to the Google. We are going to get started with again. It's you can set up AdWord. Click on AdWord. You can click on AdWord here, and then you will sign in. So yesterday we have set up, what kind of campaign setup we have yesterday? Yesterday we have set up one search campaign, and we have also set up one display campaign. It's this is the sign of search with display. This campaign we have set up search with display. Today, yesterday we have also set up one search campaign. Today we are going to set up new campaign. What type of campaign you want to set up today? Let's set up display campaign. Today we will set up display campaign and video campaign. Is it fine? Let's set up a display campaign today. So here you will go to the AdWord, and here you will click on campaign, and here you will click on new campaign, and then you will select the display network only. So where your ad will appear when you are setting up a display campaign. So when you are setting up a display campaign, where your ad will appear? Your ad will appear something like that. On, let's suppose your ad is going to appear on just for example, I am going to show the display ad example. When you set up a display ad, let me see if someone has any questions. Oh, Shivam, very right. Yes, your ad is going to display on other website. Your ad can go to, your ad will show to another website. So let's see if I can show you how your ad will appear. Okay, no, we haven't set up. Yeah, you can see that this kind of ad you can see. So this is ad by Google. You can show your ad, you can show the text ad, you can show the image ad, you can show the video ad, you can show the mobile app ad, but basically you are showing on other website. If you are showing on other websites, then you if you want to show this kind of advertisement on other website, you have to set up which kind of campaign you will set up to show this kind of advertisement on other website. If you want to set up such text, video, image ad on other website, what kind of campaign you will select in AdWord? What kind of campaign you will select in AdWord? So for that you will select display campaign. If you want to show your ad on other website, you have to select the display campaign, that display network only. Here you will go to the campaign, select the campaign type. We have selected the campaign type display network only. Here you will give the name of the campaign. So it's ad campaign on other website and image for display or for videos. Whatever, if you are running display ad, you can run display ad for images ad, you can run display ad for text, you can run display ad for images, you can run display ad for videos. So your ad content, your ad format, maybe it's images, videos or text, but if you have to show your advertisement on other website, then it will be display ad, right? So can you give me idea that how many of you use mobile apps? Do you use a lot of mobile apps, or at least how many of you use mobile apps? Say yes if you are using. Yes, Shivam use, Sara use, Saurav use, and Vivek also use. So while using the mobile app, do you see advertisement in mobile app? Within that mobile app, when you are using a mobile app, let's suppose you are using a game, you are playing a game, or you are using Truecallers, and advertisement is appearing within that app. In-app advertisement. Have you seen in-app advertisement? Yes, Saurabh has seen that in-app advertisement. Shivam has also seen that. So that in-app advertisement, if you have to run advertisement in another apps, which kind of campaign you will select in AdWord? What is the type of that advertisement? Whatever advertisement you are seeing within mobile app, what is the name of, what will be the type of that advertisement? It's a display campaign. Saurabh, very right. It's a display campaign. Vivek, it's not video campaign. It's a display campaign. Video campaign is basically when you are promoting video. When you are promoting video on YouTube, and when you are promoting video on display network. So then it's a video campaign. And display campaign, Saurabh, right? Yes, it's display campaign. So whatever advertisement you are seeing on other mobile app, within that mobile app, if advertisement is appearing, that is the example of display app, a display advertisement. If that advertisement is appearing on, let's suppose you are seeing YouTube. Let's see YouTube. I would like to show you more kind of ad. Okay, this is the example. This is not the example of okay, let me show you a display advertisement on YouTube. Let's suppose you are seeing any ad here. Can you see? No, you can't see. Sometimes you also see advertisement here as the display ad. Some apps suggest to buy upgrade version of the app to stop the ads. Yes, see, they are giving you free these website is giving you free apps to use. So they want to make money. They can make money by either by advertisement, or they can make money by selling the apps to you. So if they are making money by advertisement, so they are providing you free of cost. If you are ready to pay for the use of the apps, then they want to give you the ad free experience. So that's why they ask money. So they have created this app, and creation of app required some resources, time, energy, and money. So they are offering these apps free of cost to you, but they have to generate some money. So they generate that money by displaying other advertisement. If user is clicking on that advertisement, they are making money. But if you want ad free experiences, then you can pay to the app owner, and they will not show advertisement to your app. So that is it's a way of monetization. How you are going to monetize your apps. It's whether you can monetize app by selling the app, or you can monetize the app by showcasing the advertisement. Got the sort of got the answer? Yes. So here it's whenever you are showing advertisement on other website, it's a display ad. So let's set up set up a campaign name. We are going to set up a campaign name as again we are using the same yoga website, yoga retreat. Here you have selected the type of the campaign. Here you have to select the subtype with marketing objective or without marketing objective. So when you are going with marketing objective, just the features and option we will select. According to that, we are going to see the settings. So, and if you are setting up your display campaign without marketing objective, all the available features and options are available to you to provide your setting. So which option you want to go for right now? Do you want your do you want to set up your ad with marketing objective or without marketing objective? The difference is when you set up a marketing objective, and let's suppose you have selected marketing objective of awareness. Once you have selected the awareness, rest of the setting will not available to you. If you have selected any other, let's suppose you have selected engage with your content, so then rest of the setting will not available to you. See, rest of the setting is not available to you. If you have selected conversions or drive actions, so let's suppose you have selected visit your business, so in that case rest of the things are not available to you. So this is the difference. When you are selecting no marketing objective, all the features will be available to you. When you are selecting a particular marketing objective, rest of the setting will not available to you. So Shivam want to experiment with no marketing objective. Okay, fine, Shivam. We are going to set up an advertisement with no marketing objective, and in that case, we are going to see all the available features available for the ad setup. So no marketing objective, all feature, or no marketing objective, ad in mobile apps. So ad for your website that show exclusively on the mobile app, and all feature and options available for the display network. So it's a website display network, it's mobile app. Which option you want to go for? Mobile apps or all features? No marketing objective, which option you want to select? Whether you want to show your ad on other websites only, or you want to show your ad only to the other mobile apps. So no answer. Let's right now I'm setting up. Okay, I got any answer from okay, Shivam is saying let's on other website. We are selecting other website. Saurav is asking, why should one go for marketing objective with such limitations? So no, when you are marketing, you have to be focused. When you see, digital marketing and traditional marketing has a basic difference. When you are doing traditional marketing, you want to show your ad to the maximum number of people, whether those people are your target audience or not. So that is shout kind of marketing. with the digital marketing, you have the technology, you have the tools available. Using that tool, you can show your advertisement to the very specific kind of user. So why not use that technique so that you can narrow down, and your effort will be, your money, your energy is use focus towards to achieve a particular goal rather than spending money for the showcasing only. You are showing your ad to 10 lakh people, but you are not, you are getting let's suppose it's to show your ad to 10 lakh people, you need a very good amount of budget, you must have very big budget. So what if you don't have that budget? If you don't have that budget, then you want to show your ad with a particular objective. You want to show your ad only to the 1 lakh people, but only with a particular objective to achieve conversions, or to achieve website visit, or to achieve calls. So when you have limitation of budget, when you have limitations of resources, money, time, budgets, then that case uh, we work towards achieving a particular objective. We don't want to waste our money on experiment. We don't want to show our ad to everyone. We want to show our ad only with the target audience. That is with the minimum effort, minimum time, minimum budget. You can you are focused towards achieving a particular goal, whether it is awareness, considerations, or conversions, right? So take the advantage of digital marketing tools and techniques so that you can target, you can reach to the exact amount of exact users. So no worries, right now we are going to set up all feature on the display network website, all feature and options available for the display network. Here your website, Google partner website, your ad will show to only to the Google partner website using many kind of ads. And when you are going for mobile apps, ad will in mobile apps campaign such customer using mobile applications on the Android and iOS services only. So these are the examples where your ad will show to iOS app and your ad will show on Android apps. So here you can select, we have selected this one. Now you will decide the locations. Yesterday we have talked about the locations as well. You can select from let me choose, or you can select from advanced settings. Here let's suppose I'm showing my ad only to the United United Kingdom. So your ad means your ad will show to that location. Exclude when your ad will not show to that location, and nearby means that location or a particular 20 kilometer or 50 kilometer of radius. So we usually we start with the adding locations, and we use exclude options when we have added a bigger location. So within that bigger locations we want to exclude our smaller locations. So in that case we use exclude options. So right now we are going to add only one option, that is add United Kingdom. So you can see where your ad will appear, and then you can click on done. So here you have decided the ad, and then you can select the language, in which language what your target audience is speaking. According to that you can select multiple language. So right now we have selected only English language. Here you will decide the bidding strategy. So this bidding strategy will be different when you are selecting the different objective. So when you are selecting, let's suppose you are selecting awareness, marketing objective is awareness, then you have only option of might be CPM, viewable CPM. When you will select marketing objective and awareness, then your bidding strategy will be CPM. When you are selecting marketing objective, call to action or conversion or drive actions, in that case your marketing objective might be your bidding strategy might be maximize clicks or CPA kind of things. So as we have selected all features, so all bidding strategy are available to you. And yesterday we have explained this, I am going to repeat it again. Its target CPA means cost per actions. This option is available to you only when you have set up your conversion goal. If you haven't set up your conversion goal, you will not able to use this particular bidding strategy, right? So you can let it set different targeting CPA for the ad groups. Return on ad spend, set bid to help you get the most conversion value while maintaining your target return on ad spend. In that case, again, you have to set up the conversion goal and you have to provide the value for the conversions. Each conversion, how much return you are getting. According to that, you will decide target return on ad spend. Maximize clicks. Again, it's all these are automated bidding, bidding. So in the case of automated bidding, Google is taking the initiative. Google is deciding how much you are ready, how much you are going to pay. So maximize click, Google will bid more or less according that if Google will optimize in such a way that you will be receiving maximum clicks. Viewable CPM means maximum impressions. You are going to show your ad for the maximum number of times. So when your target is, your objective is awareness or branding, so you can go for viewable CPM, cost per thousand impressions or cost per mile. And manual CPC, you are you will decide how much you want to pay for the clicks. So let's suppose you are going for the manual CPC. Here you will decide the manual enable enhanced CPC. In that case, as we have selected the enhanced CPC, AdWord automatically adjust your bid amount to maximize the conversions. Even you have selected manual CPC, but AdWord is going to increase the bid amount if they assume that you are going to get conversion out of that clicks. So that is enhanced CPC, and you will set up maximum cost per click at the ad group level yourself. Here you are going to decide per day budgets. Let's suppose your per day budget is 100 rupees or 1000 rupees. So you are going to set up the per day budget, and while actual per day spend will be different. So if you are setting up budget of 1000 rupees, Google will treat this budget 1000 multiplied by 30.4. This Google will treat this budget as a monthly budget. Google is asking per day budget from you, but Google is going to treat that budget as the monthly budget. So monthly budget will be your daily budget multiplied by 30.4. So in a particular day, Google may spend less amount of daily budget, or Google may spend more amount of daily budget, but Google will not exceed your monthly budget. So that way they decide budget, and then you can decide your delivery methods. Standard means your ad will show evenly over the period of time. Accelerated means your ad will show as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. So in the case of accelerated one, your ad budget will get exhausted. So when you have limitation of budget, you can go for a standard. When you have enough budget but you don't have enough time, then you can go for the accelerated one. So now the ad extensions. Can you see that? Ad extension, location extension and call extensions. So location extensions, as I said, that location extension you can use only if your business is present on Google My Business. Then only you can use the location extensions. So here you will add your Google My Business account with your Google AdWord account. So you can click your Google My Business account with your AdWord account. So you will select that one locations, manage your Google location. Here you can manage your Google My Business. So here you can see your Google My Business. So this is one Google My Business account is there. If you want to edit it, you can edit it, and you can change the informations here. You can, if verification is not done, you can verify now. You can edit this name and services, name and addresses, every single thing you can change from here. So if you want to manage Google My Business, you can manage from here. If you want to link Google My Business, you can just, right now one location is there and that will be synchronized. You can just select the Gmail account and corresponding location associated with that Gmail account, and you can click on done. So you extend my ad with the location informations. So one location is added here. You can extend your ad with the call informations. You can provide your mobile number. So you have to add mobile number, you have to click on add new phone number. Here you will decide the here you will go for the look first country. So you are selecting the country India, and then you will provide the number. Mobile number might be right, so you can give any number. And call reporting, if you want call reporting on or off, conversion will track your number of calls. So sometimes call reporting is not available on every country, that we have to see into the conversion tool whether the call reporting is available in your country or not. So call reporting, how they will manage the call reporting, someone will click on that call will go to the Google offices, and then this call will get diverted to your mobile number. So that way they do the call reporting. So you can track it. And then device preferences, you can show this, but mainly for the you can show mainly for the choose mobile to indicate your ad or extensions to optimize for the mobile devices, because we have given the for phone number, and on the mobile devices it's very easy to make a call from the advertisement. So it's always to optimize it for the mobile devices. Here you can provide more advanced settings. So till when, it's a start date and end date. So this ad extension should show to start this and this end date. You can schedule your ad extensions so that your ad will, your this particular phone number ad extension should show to this particular day, this time, and starting of this time and end of this time. So that you can also manage. And call reporting, count call on the phone call conversions, that you can see. So conversion actions, call from advertisement, that you manage your conversion action from here. So to track this, you must have to do the you must have to set up the conversion tracking, that we will do later today. After setting up our display advertisement, we will also set up our conversion goal. So to set up the conversion goal, you have to go to the here. This is the conversion goal. How you can set up your conversion goal? You can go to the tools, and within that tool here you can go to the tools, and within that tool there is an option of conversion. You can click here, then you will reach at this dashboard, and you can click on conversions. And here you can create conversions. Here you can set up the conversion goals. So right now I want to track phone calls. Let's suppose I want to track phone calls. I can select phone calls. So here they will give you the options how you can track phone calls. Call from ad using call extensions, or call only ad, or call to a phone number on your website, or click on the number on your mobile website. So you can select which option, which calling you want to track. Let's suppose I want to track call from ad using call extensions or call only advertisement. So you can click here, and then you can click on continue. So here you will provide the name of the goal. We are setting up a conversion goal for track the calls. So accordingly you will provide the name of this conversion. So let's suppose we are providing the name of the conversion is call ad extensions. We want to track ad extensions call. So we are showing a particular number in our ad extensions, and we want to know how many people have clicked on those ad extension to call us. So accordingly we have given this name. This name is visible to you only. No one else is going to visit that name or see that name. So it's okay, whatever meaningful name you want to give, you can give it. Here you can click on done. Then you will enter how much each conversion worth for your business. Here you can define each call is worth of, let's suppose, 1 rupees or 10 rupees or 100 rupees. So you can provide the value of each call, or if you want, you don't assign any value. So let's suppose right now I am assigning a value for each call is, let's suppose, 50 rupees. So you can assign a particular value, and then you can click on done. Here call length, how long call you want to track as a conversions. Let's suppose call is of 1 second, that is not a conversion. If call is of 2 seconds, that is not a conversion. So you have to define how long call, what should be the length of the call to call it as a conversion. So let's suppose I'm saying it's at least 40 seconds of call, or at least 30 seconds of call will be counted as a call length should be counted as a conversion. So here you can define 30 seconds and you can click on done here. So next, if one ad click leads three, let's suppose one people have clicking on your call extensions every time. So one people have done 3 clicks on your website. Do you want to count it as a 1, or one people have done 3 clicks? Then you want to count it as a 3. So accordingly you can decide. Right now we are we are making it 1. If one ad click leads to 3 purchase, even then it will be counted as 1 conversions. So one people is doing 3 calls, even it should be counted as 1 conversion. So you will decide count, and then you will click on done. And this conversion window, let's suppose today they have seen your advertisement, but 5 days after seeing the advertisement they have seen your ad again, and that time they have clicked on the call, or that time they have done the conversion. So from the that is conversion window. So choose how long after the click you want to track conversions. So today they have clicked on the ad but they haven't made the call, but tomorrow they have clicked on the ad and they have made the call. So that will be counted as conversion. So how long you want to open for the conversion from the same users. So here you will decide the conversion window. By default it's you can decide that okay, let's go for 1 week. If they are calling, if they have seen my ad today, they have clicked on my ad today, but they are converting, they are calling me after even within a week, then I will count it as a conversion. So here you will provide that. Then you will you can decide the what kind of what is the category of that conversions. So here whether it is a lead or whether it is a purchase, it's a sign up or purchase or sell or others. So let's what name you want to give, what category you want to give for this particular conversion action. So I want to give it as a lead. It's not a purchase. Let's suppose someone is calling me for the inquiry. I want to count it as a lead, not as a purchase. So lead, and then done. Then you want to, do you want to show this count on your dashboard in analytics, in your AdWord reporting dashboard? Do you want to show this conversion data and conversion count on AdWord reporting dashboard? If you want to, yes, you can just check it. If you don't want to show this column, then you can just close it. So then done, and then you can click on save and continue. Then you can click on save and continue. So how this entire call tracking will work, just see. Use a Google number to finish the setting of the conversion action. You need to edit the setting of any call extensions or call only ad you want to track. So you have to use a Google forwarding number and opt in the count calls as a conversion and assign the extension or call only ad to the conversion action you have just created. So that's why I have asked that whenever you are trying to track the call will go to the Google will count it as a conversions, and then that call will be transferred to your given mobile number. So that way they are going to count it. So yes, go to the call extensions, here. So you are going to the call extensions. This is the ad extension where you can add as many extensions as you want on the campaign level or on ad group level. So this is the ad extensions. Here you can select the call extensions. So this is where you can add any extensions. So yoga retreat, site link is yoga retreat, it's approved. This is one of the site link we have created. So in that way you can create any kind of, all these are the different type of ad extensions. Site link, where you are providing the website internal pages link. Call out means call now, that kind of text. Structured snippet, more informations more text informations related to your advertisement. Call extensions, where you are providing the mobile number, phone number as extensions. Message extensions, where you want to provide it as a message. Location extension, your address. Affiliate location extensions, when you are sending that clicks to your affiliated, you are promoting some others product. Affiliate is all about when you are promoting others product and services and you are using their link as the extension. So the that link, that click will go to the affiliate locations. So here you can provide the affiliate location extensions. Price extension, you can share the price of cost of your product and services. App extensions, you can link your mobile apps as the extensions. Review extensions, if your product has been reviewed by good third party platform, if your business is reviewed on Google My Business, so this is the rating and reviews is there. So if your business is reviewed on, let's suppose, Goodreads, so you can use those rating and reviews in your advertisement. Third party rating and reviews you can use in your advertisement. So automate extensions report, here you can see the report which extensions has given you maximum number of conversions and which extension has received how many clicks. So you can see the reports in automated extension reports. So this is the introduction of ad extensions. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 type of ad extensions you can add in your advertisement. So one of them is call, one of them is locations that we are using in this particular campaign. That campaign we have set up, so that we have added as a this location extensions and call extensions. We have added 2 extension in this campaign. We have added 2 extension in yoga retreat campaign, and this yoga retreat campaign is display only. It's display only advertisement, right? Someone has some questions. Okay, if conversion happens in less than 30 seconds, how Google will know that? So if you have given 30 seconds and the call is get disconnected before 30 seconds, then Google will not count it as a conversion, even if the conversion happened. Right, Saurav? If let's suppose you have counting that minimum 30-second call must be happening to count it as a conversion, and your conversion is happening before 30 seconds, then Google will not count that call as a conversion, as we have given the limit of 30 seconds. So till the call length will not 30 seconds, this call will not count it as a conversion. So got the idea? Got the point, Saurav? Then people will set up limit at the max. Yes, then it's not that you are not going to pay for the number of conversions. You are anyway going to pay for the number of clicks. Yes, you want to maximize. Here you can see that you are not going to pay for the conversions. You are going to pay for the viewable cost per cost per 1,000 impressions, cost per clicks, cost per click. So you are going to pay for the clicks. You are not going to pay for the conversions. And even if you are paying for the conversions, that it's not that you have decided, okay, I want to pay 1 rupees for the conversions. It's not the one you are going to decide how you will pay, how much you will pay for the conversions. It's Google will decide how much you are going for the conversions. So basically, in general, we are going to pay for clicks, we are going to pay for impressions, we are going to pay for the return on ad spend. And why we excluded some locations from main locations? Shivam is asking why we should exclude a particular locations from one location. Let's suppose I am running a advertisement related to I'm running a institute. I'm running an institute in Noida, but I have selected the entire Noida. Let's suppose I'm just showing you. You here you have go to just remove this and add advanced search, and just let's suppose I am selected a location. I am doing radius targeting and I am selecting a location Noida. So Noida, you have selected Noida and 20 miles. You can select 20 miles and 20 kilometers. So you have selected this and then you have added it. Now see, this Noida and 20 kilometer is including Delhi, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, Greater Noida as well. But as a school, let's suppose we are promoting institute, I don't want to provide services to the Delhi, Ghaziabad and Greater Noida. So in that case, what I will do, I will exclude Ghaziabad, Ghazia, Bad, and I will exclude it. So I am excluding, you can exclude it rather than, so you can exclude it, just you can exclude it. So here you can see that Ghaziabad exclude, and Greater Noida excluded, and might be Delhi excluded. So you can exclude Delhi as well. So you have excluded Delhi. So now how it will work? You are showing, you are also excluding Faridabad. Let's suppose I am also excluding Faridabad. I am also excluding Faridabad, right? So this how you are excluding. You are going to show your ad, even it's a 20 kilometers radius, but your ad will not show to the Delhi, Ghaziabad, Greater Noida, Faridabad. So that way you can exclude, when you have included the bigger locations, you can exclude your less important locations. So you got the idea why you should, why we should exclude. So we are not going to save it and you can cancel it. So advanced search, and we have just included the United Kingdom and then done. When you have included bigger location, you can exclude the smaller locations within that bigger locations, right? Nice. Shivam, Shivam, have you got the answer why we exclude some locations from main location? So here we have selected the bidding strategy, here we have selected the budget, here we have selected the delivery methods, here we have added the extensions, we have added the location extensions, and we have added the call extensions. So call extensions, this number is added, and then you are going to schedule start date and end date. That start date, end date, what time, what AM, PM, that you will decide. Start date and end date. Let's suppose you are starting at 9:29. You are going to end at you are going to end on, let's suppose, 25th, and you want to show your ad on Monday from 8 AM to might be 8 PM. On Tuesday you want to show your ad 4 AM to might be 9 PM. So Saturday, Sunday you don't want to show your ad. So that way you can customize your timing, and after that you will select your delivery, how you want to show your ad. So you want to show your ad rotations, just go through this ad rotations. I am going to join you in few minutes. Is it okay? I'm coming back in 2 minutes, right? By the time you can explore, you can set up your advert yourself, and I will be back in 2 minutes.